Welcome back, guys. Today it is time to repair Klaus. You remember at Cleetus Cars Indy we did a number on him smashing into the wall. The whole crowd was like ooh and ah, and it was not pretty. What it is, it jacked up this wheel, so like if this is the wheel where it's supposed to be, it was like up and that way a little bit. So what I think has happened is that tie rod or control arm, whatever you want to call it, is jacked in a little bit. Also the control arm, which sucks, but hey, I got new one of those in. Also, you remember the power steering pump fried itself, so we got our new pump, new pulley, and new power steering cooler. You saw in the last video we got the new big bad boy power steering cooler right there. That shouldn't boil the fluid along with this big old gear right here. That's going to turn it a lot lower. Here are the new control arms for the back. These are actually from Godspeed. They're a lot stronger and better than the E-Boy ones that were on it. Got a new upper control arm just in case. It could be bent, could be broken, I don't know, but we're going to find out just in case. Also, I got a bunch of the bushings that go in them, because if any are tore up, I'm just going to replace them and do it right. So we'll have all new suspension. So I'm going to go ahead and we're probably just going to get that diff dropped first and start seeing what the damage is. Alright, well, that wall did a number. So that's the Cleetus Cars one, all bent up. This was like $30 eBay one. This is a much more expensive Godspeed one, but you can see what, that's how much of an angle it's out. And then on the upper control arm, I have these just about level, but that's considerably shorter. That's jacked to the side, and that thing's like caved in a little bit and up. So yeah, not too bad. So now just put it all right back together. Boom, all done, back on the ground. See, new arms on both sides and the new upper on that side. It got pretty worked underneath there, but now it's all good to go. We'll just need another alignment. This got completely bent over from the tire hitting it, so we're gonna bend that out. And once we do that, well, and replace the taillight, the rear end should be good as newish. Well, you know, there's that too. And now for this bad boy to go. This is a stock truck power steering pump that fried because this right here is about half the size as it should be, which made it spin so fast, and yeah, you know the story. Boiled everything. So let's get that changed out. Puppies. Put that on along with that big old power steering cooler. And it's out. Big old nasty thing right here. Except for the dirty dingo right there. That was the stock power steering cooler. Junk, melted. Well, I wouldn't say stock. This is the one I originally had. There's the new one. As you can see, yeah, it's 4 times as big. I don't know where I'm gonna put this actually. I think it's an overkill. But we got that. New pump right here, new pulley. Just gets pressed on. So let's get to that. Ta-da! And we are all done. Look at all that. New pump, everything on there, everything working well. No leaks yet, maybe. Is that a leak? I don't know. Could be, possibly. Who knows? I don't know. It's good enough. That's how we do it around here. Good enough. There's actually, our friends open up a new brewery about a half hour away and invited me out for like their soft opening. So I think we're gonna cruise out there. It's in Swanton, Ohio. It's probably around a half hour. But I think Klaus is good enough to go. I was messing around with the jack. Put the jack under that bent side and it actually straightened it up somewhat. So we're gonna get cruising, set up some cameras. I have the draggy. Maybe I'll mess around with that too. Who knows? Let's just go do something. Whoops. Well, this is not ideal. So, filled up with some gas, started growing, noticing my temps were like 220. And normally I was like, oh, a belt came off. A belt didn't come off, it's still on. But then realized that the fan's not working. The fan you hear right now is the rear radiator fan that I can put on by this little button right here. And I got this front override. I got nothing. So I think maybe there's just no power to the fan, or the relay went out, or something's broken. Not cool. Maybe that fan will keep Klaus cool enough to go back home. We'll find out. Well, we're gonna see how far that we can make it. Hey, good news now. While messing with it, it was just a broken ground. This was all in sheeting and somehow snapped on the inside. I don't know how, but that's Klaus luck. But that's fixed. We're not gonna make it to that brewery out in Swanton, so Ernest,